Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're watching RetroTitans. Today we're jumping into another exciting Pokémon Unite match, and this time, I'm bringing out the big water dragon, Gyarados. Now, I'm running with an awesome squad. We've got Mr. Mime, Cinderace, Gengar, and Mamoswine on my team. That's a really balanced comp. We've got crowd control, burst damage, sustain, and of course, me playing Gyarados in that damage-heavy all-rounder role. On the other side, the opponents are no joke either. They've got Greninja, Gardevoir, Sylveon, Blastoise, and Zeraora. So, that's a pretty strong enemy lineup. Lots of range, lots of crowd control, and some sneaky mobility in there. If I don't respect their CC chains, I can get melted pretty quickly. We're starting things off bottom lane with me, Mr. Mime, and Cinderace. That's actually a really solid early game trio. Mime brings the stuns, Cinderace has good clear speed, and Gyarados, well, I'm looking to snowball with early pressure. So let's dive in, get set up, and see how this one plays out. Early game, first fights and snowball. Right away, we're moving down bottom and focusing on that fast clear. The idea is to secure farm quickly so we hit level ups before the enemy arrives. And that's important with Gyarados, because once I start evolving and picking up momentum, the knockouts come much easier. Now, here comes the first real contact. It's only 50 seconds in. Greninja and Gardevoir both collapse down here, trying to pressure me. They go aggressive, but I see the angle. I pull back just enough to avoid getting trapped. And look at this. Only Greninja actually follows. Big mistake. I turn back, land a couple of clean attacks, and with Cinderace coming in for the assist, that's first KO of the game for me. Great start. But no time to relax. Gardevoir's back, and they've brought Sylveon this time. Okay, two ranged attackers versus me and Cinderace, but Mr. Mime slides in with a clutch wall. I throw some heavy attacks, Cinderace keeps poking, and in just a few seconds, both of them go down. That's two more KOs on the board, and I've already hit my first level up. Early snowball is rolling. And look at this. Greninja comes back with backup, this time with Blastoise. They're trying to double team me. Doesn't matter. I keep spacing, land some heavy swings, and Cinderace is on point again. Greninja drops first, Blastoise follows soon after. That's two more knockouts for me, and now I'm sitting on 5 total already within the first few minutes. Absolute dream start for a Gyarados player. Sylveon tries one more time with Zeraora, but Sylveon just melts almost instantly. Zeraora barely escapes, but the pressure is all ours. Then Gardevoir shows up again, and that's another easy KO. Zeraora tries to be sneaky coming back in, but no dice. I take them down too. At this point, the bottom lane is completely under control. Mid-game, rotations and domination. Now, with lane dominance secured, I rotate topside. At around 3 minutes 8 seconds, Greninja shows up, and that's another clean KO for me. But it doesn't stop there. Gardevoir and Sylveon try to sandwich me, but I don't panic. I target Sylveon first, knock them out, then swing right back into Gardevoir for another KO. Blastoise thinks they can tank through it, but nope. A few more attacks, and Blastoise also goes down. That's another streak of 3 in a row. Zeraora joins Blastoise for a chase, but this time I've got backup. Mamoswine arrives just in time, freezes Blastoise with a clutch ice crash. I clean up with a small tackle for another KO. Then I pivot onto Zeraora. Down they go too. That's a double cleanup with Mamoswine assisting beautifully. Blastoise tries again, this time with Sylveon and Gardevoir in tow. But now it's a full-on 3v3. Me, Mr. Mime, and Mamoswine versus their trio. And the difference here? We've got crowd control stacked on crowd control. Mime walls off the back line. Mamoswine freezes the front line, and I'm just diving through everything. In under 20 seconds, we've got 3 more KOs for me and another team fight win. At this point, I'm sitting comfortably ahead in levels, and the enemy is on the back foot. This is where you have to stay disciplined. It's easy to overextend when you're this fed, but remember, Unite battles can swing quickly if you get greedy. So instead of chasing blindly, I keep rotating, farm safely between fights, and set up for objectives. Late mid-game, pressure across the map. Heading back down bottom around 7 minutes 18 seconds, I catch Blastoise out alone. That's another knockout for me, just clean and simple. A little later at 8:38, Greninja tries to make a sneaky play, but I cut them off and secure the KO. Then at 8:47, Blastoise shows up again and I take them down too. At this point, Blastoise is really struggling. They've given me several knockouts and can't quite keep up in levels. The enemy is now grouping more, which is smart, but we've got the momentum. Mr. Mime and Mamoswine are doing incredible work locking people down. Every time they set up, I dive in, secure knockouts, and push lanes. This is the phase of the game where it feels like everything's clicking. Our rotations are smoother, our map control is solid, and the enemy just can't get breathing room. The scoreboard pressure is building. Late game, final push. Now, heading into the late game, the goal is to stay disciplined and not give away unnecessary knockouts. We're ahead, but in Unite, the final 2 minutes can flip everything. So we keep farming, we keep controlling lanes, and we wait for the big showdown. The enemy knows they need to force fights, so they start grouping around objectives. That's where we punish them. Gardevoir and Sylveon try to poke from range, but Mime walls them off. Mamoswine freezes, and I swoop in for the cleanup. That's another streak of knockouts added to my total. At this point, I'm sitting on over a dozen KOs, with solid assists from Cinderace and Mime, and Gengar adding backline pressure. It's not just about me. This is truly a team performance, and it shows. Every time the enemy tries to push, we shut them down together. Final showdown. And here it is, the final showdown. The last big push to decide the game. Blastoise and Sylveon come in first, trying to zone us out, but we collapse as a team. I pick up Blastoise again for another KO. Sylveon melts right after. Gardevoir tries to ULT, but I cut them down with heavy damage. Zeraora jumps in, but gets deleted instantly. And Greninja, the last hope, tries to escape, but not today. That's the final sweep. From there, it's straight to scoring. We dunk huge points. My individual score finishes at 120, with 18 KOs and 3 assists. The final team score? 520 to 252. That's a dominant win. And my overall rating? Sitting at 90 MVP points, which just feels perfect for how the game went. So yeah, absolute powerhouse match with Gyarados, and big shoutouts to my teammates. Mime with the walls, Cinderace with the damage, Gengar sneaking picks, and Mamoswine locking down the front line. This was a full team effort, and it shows why coordination is everything in Unite. Thanks so much for watching this match here on RetroTitans. If you enjoyed the gameplay and breakdown, don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next one. I'll catch you in the next game. Until then, play smart, rotate well, and keep uniting. Peace.